Hi everyone, I'm here to tell you about my new Language Informal Assessment. It's number 2 because my number 1 was so well received and because I used it with almost all of my students, so now I need another one to challenge them for this year. So I'm just going to do part of the assessment with my daughter, who will be going into 4th grade, so you can kind of take a look at how it works. So because she's going into 4th grade, she is a level 3. She has typical language skills. And I've already read her the story, so now she's going to start by trying to tell the story back, and I'm going to show you how I record straight into the PDF. Okay, do you remember the story? Can you tell it back?
Kind of.
Okay, go ahead and try.
Ava and Ben have been friends since as long as they can remember. They were born in the same month and live in the same neighborhood. Ava and Ben, they attended the same school and they decided to make a tree house. After the flowers bloomed, they went around the neighborhood to find the perfect tree. When they found it, it was massive. When they were building it, Ben dropped, while he was working on the floor, he dropped a hammer. And it almost hit Ava, but she jumped out of the way. Instead of yelling, she glared at Ben. When they had finished putting on the last...
Hold on just a sec. Instead of yelling, she jumped out of the way, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, keep going. When they had finished, you said?
When they had finished the last board, they cheered with pride.
Great job. Okay, now everyone, I'm going to walk you through the retelling rubric. How much of the story did she retell? Well, gosh, she told all the different parts of the story here, and she didn't need any prompts. As a matter of fact, I had to slow her down because she was talking too quickly. Characters, let's see, does she name a character? No, she definitely names both characters, and she talks about what they both do, so she's going to get a 4 there. And details, did she use any specific details? So I look back here in my retelling, she used words like perfect, she used massive, she used cheered and pride. Lots of great details. So she's going to get a 4 there, and so her total score here is 12 out of 12. Now I'm going to ask her some questions about the story. So tell me, honey, what is the main idea of the story?
Ava and Ben building the treehouse.
Building the treehouse. Great. And what do the children have in common?
They were born in the same month, and they attended to the same school, and they lived in the same neighborhood.
Awesome. How do they start the project?
By looking for the perfect tree.
Why does Ava glare at Ben?
Because he almost dropped a hammer on her.
Good job. Do you think the children will tell others about the treehouse?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because they're proud of it.
Okay, so let me just walk you through here. Is that the main idea of the story? Indeed. What do they have in common? She listed 3 things. I would have gone with 1. How did they start by looking for the perfect tree, exactly. And he almost dropped a hammer, yes. And will they tell others and why? And she justified her answer, which is great. And so she's going to get 5 points here. Now, I'm not going to do the rest of the test with her, the assessment, but I could. But take a look here. So I've done the first part of the assessment, and now we go here on my summary page. It filled in her information from the beginning. It filled in her name and her age and the date. And then it also started filling in the scores. that I had put in. I didn't have to re-put these in. It automatically updated them. So all the scores would be automatically updated, and then all you would have to do right at the end of your assessment is jot down a few notes about areas of strength and areas of weakness, like great job with details and story retelling. And then print it off and you're ready to go. You can attach it to a report, or you can just use the data. I hope that you can get some really great use out of this informal assessment, and that you can use it with many, many of your students. Thanks.